This song may seem a little dark at first, but it's about being stuck in your life situation and realizing that there is a dream waiting on you.
Everything stands still, time lingers on. A voice becomes a shrill, a moment in rewind, a soul silent scream to walk a higher plane. On graces you obtain, unwinding rusted chains, you'll find a dream waits on you. It's hidden from your view. A dream waits on you. It's always there for you. Wilting of this time, closing every eye, leaves open doors behind. Don't know where you are. Cracks beneath the skin slowly fall apart. An opened and frayed heart, flowers through the haze. You'll find a dream waits on you. It's hidden from your view. A dream waits on you. It's always there for you. A dream waits on you. You hid it from your view. A dream waits on you. It's always there for you and you and you. Time waits for no one. All there is now. It's always up to you to wake up and take up your. A dream waits on you. It's hidden from your view. A dream waits on you. It's always there for you, you and you and you. A dream waits on you. A dream waits on you. A dream waits on you. It's always there for you and you and you and you and you and you.
Well, good morning. Welcome to Agape. My God, has a week gone by? It's so great to be with you today. In case you're tuning in for the first time, or whether you're tuning in for the millionth time, let me just say this. Agape means unconditional love. The love of God operating through the human heart. And what we're here to do is to awaken our consciousness, to become aware of life, so that we can live our best life. And what I understand, without conscious awareness, nothing changes. Because until we become aware of a greater possibility, till we become aware that we have a power within us that we can use, nothing changes. So I would love for you to check in. So whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, hey, let me know you're out there. Check in. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some comments. Share this with other people. Let them know that this teaching does exist. And we are not a religion in that we do not have a dogma. Our whole thing is teaching a positive, practical spirituality that empowers you to live your best life. I don't know what your best life is, but I know that within you, there's something that is desiring to be expressed and to be experienced. And then there's something more that is desiring to express and be experienced, because life is eternal as we move forward in that. So do check in throughout the course of this video. Check in again if you haven't checked in, or write comments through the course of it. Don't just do it at the beginning. This can be an all episode type of exchange between us. So let's take a moment and let's go within. So bring yourself to a comfortable, seated, upright position with your back straight, your eyes closed, hands gently resting on your lap. Bring your awareness to your breath. The simple act of breathing in and breathing out. Knowing that with every breath, your body is nourished, nurtured, and purified. With every breath, your mind becomes more and more peaceful. No focus other than the breath. I want you to consciously visualize a golden white light moving from above your head into the top of your head and down into your forehead, your temples, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your jaw, your lips, your neck, the back of your head, and feel your head become totally and perfectly relaxed. Feel that golden light move into your shoulders and down your arms and into your wrists and your hands and your fingers. And feel your shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers just fall into a deep, deep, deep state of relaxation. Now feel that golden light move into your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, into your chest and your abdomen, and you become more and more relaxed. Your whole upper body is in a deep state of relaxation. Now feel that golden light move into your hips, your sacral area, your right leg, your left leg, your right ankle, your left ankle, your right foot and toes, and your left foot and toes. Now your whole body is in a deep state of relaxation. Now let your mind know that it is safe, that there's nothing it needs to do to protect you, that you're fine. And let that golden white light into your mind, and let it dissolve any and all attachment to thoughts, to memories, to perceptions. So your mind is able to let go and go back into the depths of the subconscious, where infinite possibility exists everywhere present. And in this state of perfect relaxation, of perfect peace, bring your awareness to your heart center and ask the heart, what does it desire to experience at this time? Listen to your heart. It could be something very simple. It could be something complex. It doesn't matter. And now ask your heart, what is my next step to achieve this experience? Because you know that life is a journey, and all the guidance that you need is that next step. Just take a moment and listen. Your heart knows. And if your heart knows, you know. Take a moment and be grateful. Grateful for the time of listening to your heart, understanding the desire that is within it, and how to proceed. Be grateful for the peace in your mind, the relaxation in your body, and fully embody the idea that you have a body and you have a mind, but they are not who you are. They are simply vessels that you use in this life to experience. So be grateful. Be ever so grateful for what you have, because it is from here that more will come. In gratitude, we just let it be. And as we let it be, we can come back to this time, to this place, in our mind and in our body. We can open our eyes, become fully aware as we gently move, coming back to this time, to this place. Today I'm going to continue my talk series, Our Hidden Power. And this is part 3. Why choose fear? And that's such a powerful question. So we're going to begin to explore that. But we're going to start off with the basic premise from which this talk series is founded. There is one creative power in the universe. It is everywhere present and within everything. And we can use it. So what is really happening is that as I uncover and look at what is fear, I have determined fear is nothing more than a mental habit. It's a perspective on how one looks at life. And so it was real interesting this week. I went to the gym yesterday, and I went on a machine that not only measures your weight, measures your BMI, tells you what your percentage body fat is, what percentage water you are, what percentage fat you are, muscle. And I looked at it, and my weight is at my ideal weight. I'm back to my ideal weight of 185. I'm 6'1", 185. And what was fascinating was the fact that my body fat had not changed. It remained the same. And I said, how is that possible when in the last 2 years, my upper body has relatively gained? I have doubled the strength in my upper body per the program I'm being measured on. And I said, this doesn't make sense. And as I thought about it, I realized, wait a second. In the last year, I have had 2 surgeries on my hip. And what I realized is that my lower body was nowhere near as muscular as it was prior to my hip surgery. So why was that the case? Because I was afraid. Yeah, fear. I was afraid because I didn't know if by them putting that titanium pin into my bone, put a ball on the end of it, put it into my hip socket, was I capable of doing lower body exercise? I had fear that I would hurt my hip, despite the fact that my doctor said I was cleared to do anything I chose. See, my fear wasn't grounded in reality, but it became something that was so embedded in my subconscious mind because I didn't want to feel the pain that I had when I broke my hip. I didn't want to do anything to damage it, that I created a mental habit, I created perspective, and that perspective influenced me and stopped me from achieving the results that I desired to achieve. You see, I'll share with you, I was 22% body fat. My goal is to be 185 pounds and 18.5% body fat. And at my age, that's an incredible gift, an incredible sense of health. You see, I have to learn that when we conquer fear, we conquer disease. When we destroy the cause, the effect dies. That's real important to understand. When we destroy the cause, the effect dies. And what's happening right now is everything we're dealing with, I've got a headache. What do? Oh, take some Tylenol. Are you getting rid of cause? No. You're numbing the effect. Most medicines do nothing to eliminate the cause of an illness. They eliminate the symptoms. The cause is still there. Where is the cause? It's centered in fear. What does fear cause? Stress. When the body's in stress, it's more susceptible to dis-ease. Science is proving 85 to 90% of all illness is caused by stress. Mental and physical stress. Think about that. Mental and physical stress. So we have a pandemic going on. If we did not have mental stress, would our body be in a more natural state of being immune? Yes. What is the medical field telling us? They're saying that 78% of all people that are hospitalized or die from COVID have one thing in common. They're obese. And if they're smokers, it's even worse. But that's not being talked about. Why? It's part of the cause. Why would obesity cause you to have a worse experience? Because it's applying greater stress to the body. So if you have anxiety, depression, which are pre-becoming obese, because we tend to eat to hide from things, hide from mental stresses that we've got. Do you see how it compounds on itself? And why someone exposed to this virus might have a worse effect? Because their immune system is so badly compromised. So we've got to conquer the fear, which is the cause, in order to heal. There is no need to look for some complicated theory when our answer is really quite simple. Our body reflects the picture within our mind. Our body is an outpicturing of our mental image. Our body is a picturing of what we mentally have accepted for ourselves. There's nothing to fear. It's just to understand. And when we understand, when we're aware and we understand, we can effectively eliminate the cause. We have the power. You see, healing is not a matter of time. Healing is a matter of changing our consciousness. Are you really understanding that? I'm asking you to really contemplate that. Healing is a matter of changing our consciousness. Physical healing, mental healing, it all starts with how we perceive the world. And let me give you a little tip. It's not your fault. You were hypnotized into much of what you believe before you were the age of 8. You were hypnotized by your parents' views. You were hypnotized by the views in school. You were hypnotized by the rules of church. Because when you're under 8, your mind is in theta state, which is a natural hypnotic state where you blindly accept what's given to you. Here's the funny thing. The rest of your life you're trying to undo. Most of it, what you were given before you were able to be discerning, to reason. And so it's a matter of, our life is about changing our consciousness to becoming that which we most desire to be. Not what someone else wants us to be, but what we choose to be. Because when we're moving in the direction of what we really want, fear doesn't enter in. It doesn't enter in because we're moving toward what we want. You see, a person's illness is nothing but a distorted thought pattern. It's a pattern of untruth. The truth is that you are a unique whole and expression of infinite consciousness. Key thing there is unique. You're not meant to be like anyone else. I say this all the time in every type of class I do. Comparison is the death of joy. You were not meant to compete with others. You were meant to be uniquely you. Your gift to the world is your uniqueness. And when you're being that, there's no fear. Because how do you fear being you? You don't have to do anything to be you. You can just be you. You don't have any measurements, just be you. Let your inner calling call forth. Don't judge, just be you. Fear disappears. You see, on top of that, we cannot prevent negative thoughts or contrary thoughts from entering our mind. But what we can do is we can prevent the continuous focus on them. Let's face it, in today's world, people are going to be throwing a lot of crap out there. And it's going to be negative crap. Complaining, blaming, bitching, moaning, all of that. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get away from that. But you can decide not to keep your focus on it after you listen to it. You can decide to limit your time with people who are thinking in that fashion. So you have power, don't you? And as you use that power, what do? You eliminate and minimize any impact of fear. You see, we tend to absorb the mental atmosphere of those that we most associate with. It is therefore critical to our well-being that we choose wisely who we spend time with, what we listen to, what we allow to enter into our sacred level of awareness. You have the right to choose. Yeah. I know that's a bummer, isn't it? Because that means that we are 100% responsible for our life experience. Here's the thing. We're 100% responsible for everything we choose and everything we don't choose. Did you hear that? Because not making a choice is a choice. So there's no escaping. The question is there a desire in you to be more? And if so, are you willing to commit? Commit means no other option to achieving that desire. You see, we make our own bondage by buying into fear. However, we have the ability to not let fear control us, but rather to observe fear and let it go. Don't think fear doesn't exist. It's going to enter in. No matter what we do, it's going to exist. But we can observe it. We can analyze, why is that fear there? And then we can let it go. Fear about me doing an exercise on the legs a month after I had surgery was a legitimate fear. 6, 7 months after surgery, with the doctor's okay, it's no longer a legitimate fear. It's the mind holding on to something from the past that's not serving in the moment. So I have to let it go. Observe the fear, let it go. Our deeper mind has a curious way of turning an action into a habit of actions when it's accompanied by strong emotions. So I, today, later, am going to the gym, and I'm going to implement a leg workout. And when I'm doing that leg workout, I'm going to be so juiced, so positive at the muscles I'm building and what I'm creating in my body that I am going to begin to create that habit, and my deeper mind is going to say yes. And I'm going to anchor that habit so that I do it automatically, twice every week. And every time I do it, I will be increasing the amount of resistance so that I grow my muscle. Do you realize we're always stepping up to do more, to be more? You can't, if you're staying where you are, if you're not increasing what you're doing, there'll be no gain. It's not no pain, no gain. It's no increase, no gain. You see, I told myself a lie. I told myself a lie about my body. A lie believed will cause us to act as though it was the truth. It's not the truth. You and I and everyone else have infinite potential if we choose to use them. Most of us will not make that choice because of fear. People tell me they believe something, and I say to them, we must act the way we believe, or we shall eventually come to believe the way we act. Yeah, we've got to act the way we believe, and then we'll become the way we act. To deny fear is to deny our truth. Fear is not who we are. Fear is a construct of the ego. We fear because we've forgotten our truth, that we are infinite, whole, perfect, unique expressions of one. That's who we are. We're unique, whole, and perfect expressions of one, with the ability to have an infinite number of experiences in this life. And the power to do that is within you, and it's ready to respond. Isn't it time that we remember? And when we remember, our whole life opens up and we begin again. Let us pray. And so I go within knowing that there is only one. It is infinite, whole, perfect, and complete. And I am one with it. I am a unique, whole, and perfect expression of infinite love, infinite truth. Therefore, I know that divine wisdom is within me as it is within you. Divine power is within me as it is with you. And I now consciously claim and allow the infinite mind that exists everywhere to guide and direct me. And I make that claim for you as well, that you are guided by the infinite mind to that next step. I claim and know that I am so aware, and I claim and know that you are so aware that on this infinite journey, we do so with the level of awareness that we fully appreciate, understand, and just bask in the glory of life's experience. I know that I cannot fail, and I know that you cannot fail because there is no failure within the infinite. There is no judgment within the infinite. There is only a new and unfolding, powerful, desired experience. Fear does not exist. It's an illusion. I cast it away from me. I cast it away in my mind, knowing it for you. And so without fear, I can be in gratitude for everything. So in gratitude, I take this prayer, knowing it to be done. I release it into the power of the law. The law says, yes, I allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is. So there are people out there who've been watching me for a long time. And for whatever reason, you've got fear. Because you've got fear that you're not supporting Agape. So I'm going to give you the opportunity right now. In the link below, there's a link to make a donation. I'm asking you to make a donation to bring the law of circulation into the work. If you have received something from this talk, I invite you to give back so that we can bring this message to more and more and more people. That's what we do with the money. I want you to know, for those of you that are out there in the world, Agape here in Dallas-Fort Worth will be starting weekly in-person services again, beginning September 19th at a brand new location. Yeah, a new location. Are you wondering where it is? Yes, we're going to be doing our services at the Hyatt Regency at Stonebriar Mall in Frisco, Texas. This is a brand new, magnificently luxurious and gorgeous hotel that has given us an Agape deal. And so if you're interested in being in person on September 19th, you're going to get the opportunity to experience it in its magnificence. I want you to know that this is the universe conspiring to bring it. What I also want you to know is that we are here for you online. Every day we do meditation at 7 a.m. Every day I do a thought that can change your life. Every week on Wednesday, we do Agape gatherings, 1:30 in the afternoon and at 7 o'clock in the evening, Central Time. You can join from wherever you are in the world, whether you've been coming forever or you've never been before. All are welcome. So know that we are here for you, to support you. But one of the things we talk about at Agape, if you want something, no one can read your mind. You've got to ask. Ask for what you want when you want it. I want you to know, I see your truth. And I know that there is no fear that you cannot overcome, and that the world of unlimited potential is now available to you. I call it forth. I see who you are. And in that, I can look you in the eye and say, I love you and I accept you just like you are.